Hey everybody, welcome back to Goo TV Presents Streaming the Insanity Dark Souls. I have to apologize. It has been a really long time since I've recorded, and hey, what can I say? Real life. But we are picking up where we left off on our casual playthrough. This is not where I remember leaving off. Oh yeah, right. We just killed Dark Sun Gwendolyn. I apologize, I forgot about that little tidbit. We're actually going to warp out of here. We'll head back to Firelink, mostly because we can upgrade our Estus Flask real quick with the Firekeeper soul that we pulled off of the dude that I don't remember their name. So yeah, him or her. I really don't remember. I think it's a woman. It's a woman. I'm pretty sure it's a woman. But anyways, I apologize for not recording more often. I really was on a good kick there where I was recording every day, and like I said, real life gets in the way. It is what it is. I don't do this for a living, just doing it for fun, so hopefully you'll come along for the ride. With this episode, we are going to thankfully I took notes to remember what I needed to do. Actually, first things first, we are going to take a moment here. And we are going to feed a soul, boss soul that we have, to our big friendly worm dude here, Kingseeker Frampt. Oh, we might have to place the Lord Vessel first.
After 1,000 years,
I suppose we can pump this up.
It is really you.
Aren't you happy I kicked up the volume just for that?
Forgive me. I really should calm down. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey. I assume that you are ready. Now, be still.
Munch, 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 munch.
This is the Firelink Chamber for the successor of Lord Wynn. Now,
you would think that he would have a better way of transporting us, but you know, he doesn't have any hands, so it is what it is. We're going to place the Lord Vessel. You don't actually have to do this. In fact, if you don't do it, you can take a different path through the end game, at least seeing some different content, but I'm not really caring about any of that, so we're ignoring that for the time being. Now, what this light is showing us is that previously locked areas, should we have gone off the beaten path and approached these things before, are now unlocked. These are 3 locations of the 4 Lord Souls that we need to claim in order to feed into the Lord Vessel and then therefore unlock the way to Gwyn. We're definitely in the 3rd act of the game, although...
As Kingseeker, I shall now instruct you, the Lord's successor, in your next task. To achieve your fate, fill the vessel with powerful souls, commensurate to the great soul of Gwyn. Scarce few possess such brilliant souls. Grave Lord Nito, the Witch of Izalith, the 4 kings of New Londo, who inherited the shards of Gwyn's soul, and Lord Gwyn's former confidant, Seath the Scaleless. All of their souls are required to satiate the Lord Vessel. Are you ready? Then we shall return. Stay still for a moment.
Munch, munch, munch. Okay, so what I was saying before, we're definitely, you know, from this point on considered what I would call the third act of the game. Ironically enough, when we were doing all of our On Orlando prep, I actually skimmed over an area that I normally go and visit before doing On Orlando. So we're going to actually take this episode to kind of, I suppose we could talk to Laurentius since we freed him however long ago that was. A while. Definitely a while. We're kind of backtracking a little bit to do something that I normally do earlier in the game, but not such a big deal.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy of the Great Swamp, so I can usually manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory.
I very much do not find the magic's unsavory.
They'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this.
Woohoo!
A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer. Well, let's get started right now.
Okay, so we have a pyromancy flame. We can modify that by pumping a bunch of souls into it in order to make it more powerful. I don't think I really care about any of that. We do have some spells here. Iron Flesh is a possibility for a particular fight later on in the game, though I'm pretty confident that we won't need it. So for now, we're not going to do anything.
No, you dare go on.
Yeah, everybody is very concerned about me not going hollow. Maybe you should be concerned about yourselves not going hollow. Okay, so we are going to warp to... That's not... Undead Parish? That might be the right bonfire. I was thinking that it would be listed as Sen's Fortress, because what we're going to do right now is actually dive into the Darkroot Basin. This is the right bonfire. We're going to dive into the Darkroot Basin because that is where we can get a fantastic item that is going to boost our magic, which, like I said, is normally part of the reason why I do this before time. But let's see if we can modify... Not modify. Modify is not what I mean. Let's see if we can reinforce... Oh, I do not have very many Titanite shards, so we're going to have to purchase a few of those. 6 is actually, I think, one more than I need. We need to... This is for later on in the game where we bought that Uchigatana from... oh, I can't remember her name either. But we bought that Uchigatana as being part of the Forest Hunter Guild, and the sole purpose for that is to actually turn that into a divine weapon. Actually, I don't think you do that at +5. I think you do that at +10, but I might be wrong. No, that's to go large. Raw. No, I guess we did only need +5, but I seriously just need 4 souls in order to make this happen. Well, that's kind of ridiculous. That is super kind of ridiculous. So we need to make sure that that happens sooner rather than later. I don't want a bow. I would like my catalyst back, please. And we don't need to pump up the homeward bone. We're just going to go kill something real quick just so I can get those souls. Because I have to modify the equipment at him, but I do not have to be by him in order to upgrade it. So we really just want to cross that first little path there. So we're just going to kill one of these bush dudes here. And then after that, I think what we'll probably do is go fight Sif. It's been a while. I don't know if I need a particularly different setup for that fight, so I don't know. We'll go fight him the way we are. I think I'll probably do all right. He can be kind of nasty. He has some pretty potent attacks when it comes to stamina drain, so we'll deal with that. But anyways, killing Sif is required. He's a required boss. He drops the, I want to say Crest of Artorias, but that's wrong because that's what you use to get to him. Modify equipment and swap this over to Divine. Okay, great. Now we have a weapon that will enable us to deal with eventually when we get to the catacombs, and we'll just kind of buff that up as we go where it makes sense. Not such a big deal. But anyways, back to what I was saying. We're gonna go kill Sif, and killing Sif gives us a ring. Maybe it's the Ring of Artorias, now that I think about it. And that will enable us to stand in the abyss when we choose to fight the Four Kings. Fighting the Four Kings is probably going to be one of the last things that we do. And the reasoning behind that is because it's not a particularly... for the build that I'm using... you just kind of have to have like a huge amount of armor and get really close to them. Seems to be like the most consistent way to do the fight well. And I've just found that when you do it late in the game, all of those things seem tremendously easier. So that's kind of what we're going for there. Slice, slice. Oh, really? One attack. These guys are kind of a joke now. I might actually be over-leveled for Sif. This might be easier than I anticipated. I should check. Oh, I am part of the Forest Hunter Guild still, which is exciting because that means that these guys won't attack me. So this is like the perfect time for me to do this, considering, had I not, if assuming that I didn't do it earlier, which I obviously didn't. So, I suppose I could have probably repaired there, but I have no idea how this fight's gonna go. So who knows? I don't think, I'm 99% sure that these guys do not attack you when you're a member of the guild. And no, they do not. They're just standing here passively, which is fantastic. Exactly what we were hoping for. But this is a shortcut, basically, to get to Sif. You can get through this way, assuming that you're either part of the Covenant or you can just outrun these guys, which is not terribly difficult to do either. So, the normal way to get to Sif requires you to go through like a handful of guys that... It's just not a very nice area to go through. Lots of like big frickin' dogs that bite and chomp at you. If we look here, we should probably fairly quickly see a big shiny light off in the distance. There we go. And that is actually the door to fight him. So we're kind of, like I said, kind of doing this out of order. Normally would have done this before. Really the only reason, I mean, eventually you have to fight him, but really the only reason for me going to fight him right now is for the sake of grabbing some souls, and getting it over with. I suppose that the whole Forest Hunter thing is kind of a nice convenience, but really just trying to, get some souls out of it, and clear up all the Darkroot Basin stuff pretty much all at the same time. Because after this we're going to go after that nice little magic boon. Let me just take a quick little look here, make sure I got what I want. I think so. I can't think of any other thing that I would use on my build. What do I have for magic here? And I'm sure we'll use Homing Soul Mass. So yeah, opening the door. Here we go, Sif, the Great Wolf. A lot of backstory behind Sif. Actually, we have to kind of run towards this. A lot of backstory behind Sif that I would be a terrible person to try and put a synopsis to. But a lot of the DLC has to, have some nice little references to him and some of the other things going on. Unfortunately, even though I have the DLC, with this being the Prepare to Die version, I'm probably not going to do any of it, because it's really good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a statement of its quality, it's just, I don't know, just trying to get a quick playthrough before the sequel comes out. That's what we mean when we say casual. So, okay. This should... Whoa! I don't know if my block wasn't up there. What's going on? I don't know what happened. I'm trying to get kind of underneath him. Oh! I think I let off the block button there. This could end really... Why am I not blocking? I was holding down the button. Fine. Okay. This is where we time-lapse. See you in a bit. Alright, back for Sif round 2. I've said it on previous videos. I don't want to make excuses. But the block button on my controller, super finicky. So it's a good thing that we're not doing a speed run or anything like that, because this would be the sort of thing that would totally break that kind of possibility. Oh wow, okay. I'm surprised he was able to hit me with that. Get in there. Yep. Now we're gonna Estus, get that life back, cast this again. Yep. Too close for you to. Seriously? How little damage did that do? That's kind of ridiculous. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's exactly what we were looking for. We're just trying to close the distance right now because when we're underneath him, a lot of his attacks miss. Oh, it's doing so little damage because it's kind of fizzling out on him there. That's what's actually happening. Oh, okay. Maybe the homing soul mass, not the right way to go. So instead, we'll start going with the slicey. Got to build the stamina back up. Don't want to block too early. There we go. Bait out that attack. Wow, I didn't really bait anything. Let's be honest with ourselves. Oh, way too much stamina loss on that. Okay, got the Estus off in time there, which is good. We'll actually take this opportunity. Yep, good timing on that one. Come back with another attack. That might be a third. Nope, guess not. Ooh, I sliced him right in his face there. Oh, broke stamina. But Grass Crest Shield is super useful in this game. I'm sorry, but that whole just stamina management of it. Oh, I'm surprised that got off. But this should. Why are you kicking? Seriously, this should do it right here. That'll be the end of the Great Grey Wolf Sith, a Covenant of Artorias. That was the word that we were looking for before. So we'll Estus up, go back, grab our, which is largely just humanity at this point in time. And Sif's soul we can actually consume, which is actually more than feeding it to Frampt. Oh, and we never actually fed Gwendolyn's soul to Frampt. I apologize for that. I was meaning to do that. Okay, so we will warp back because it's faster. Sure. Why not? It's weird for us being in the Darkroot Basin a couple times over here. We're actually kind of going out of order. Sif's soul is the one thing. Okay, so I can consume Smos, which is good for, I don't know, 12, 20? Yeah, 12,000. And then I can also consume Sif's. If I really cared about getting the full complement of achievements here, Sif's soul is one of the complicated ones. In fact, it's like the most limiting factor in terms of how fast you can go through this. So keep that in mind. I think Intelligence 44 is where we wanted that. So we'll just pump these up a couple bits more. Hit soul level 55. Sounds good. And then, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's repair equipment. We can also probably level up that divine. Oops. Level up. I did it again. Level up that divine weapon. So we've got some spare souls. Might as well. I don't have any more green Titanite shards. Really? Wow. So I'm going to have to farm some Titanite shards or do less damage with the divine. I mean, it's really for a pretty small section of the game, so I guess throwing those in there wouldn't be such a terrible idea. But we have that Black Knight shield that I can get rid of. I don't really give a shit about carrying that around. Or Black Knight Great Shield, maybe? I forget. Pyromancy Flame will continue to carry around. I don't know if I'll ever really use it, but what the hell. Yeah, Black Iron Great Shield. I don't know if I'll ever really use it, but whatever. At least we have it at our disposal if we decide that we want to use the Great Chaos Fireball. We don't need the Black Iron stuff. Don't need the brass stuff. We will take... Oops, I accidentally bumped it over there. We will take the stone stuff with us and Havel stuff with us. One of them will end up being what we... Oops, I didn't mean to actually do that. One of them will end up being what we use for the fight against the Four Kings. It really depends on what our stamina gets to in terms of which one we end up doing. So now, even though I warped back here, we're actually going to go pretty much the same way that we went, except for a completely different way. We've been down, this is where we actually went to grab the crest shield earlier, but we're going to head into the Darkroot Basin from the long way, fight off some golems, kill a Hydra, and pick up a crown that will boost our sorceries even more, because we totally had a use for that. And yeah, let's just be obnoxious with this, because why not? Actually, there's a really good reason as to why not, and that I might want to actually use that when I fight the Hydra. So, never mind. We're going back to the sword. You know, for that one guy. Do I have to fight? Yeah, I do have to fight too. I thought I did. We can pump back to the regular spell. There we go. Okay. Sure. We'll grab your moss. That does not fill a slot. I must have some already. So, okay. Down we careen into the basin the quote-unquote normal way or non-shortcut way. And like I said, we're going to fight some golems. And hopefully, actually, before we get down there, we are going to swap this out for something that boosts item discovery. Our gold serpent, or gold, I just read it and I don't even remember what it was. Covetous gold serpent ring, because that's going to boost our item discovery, and these golems down here have a chance of dropping blue titanite chunks, which are the bread and butter of making our enchanted Uchigatana even more powerful. The next thing that we're going to do after the Darkroot Basin is actually to take on Duke's Archives, which will be like the crazy factor of like 10 that we apply to our magic stat. Lots more sorceries to be gained through doing that next, as well as you know, a good source of shards. So all of that is going to happen. The fuzziness of this is messing me up a little bit. That's a little bit of the DS fix, adding this extra haze that's normally there. Okay, now I can see some of these guys. Am I attracting one or more of them? Hey, large soul. Wow. Wow, I don't want to fight you at all. Wow, that does not do a lot of damage. These guys must be magic resistant, which is fine. I just wish I wasn't fighting two of them at the same time. This should work out just fine, though, if this continues to be the pattern. Yep, okay. Whoa. Nope. Yeah, we definitely want to face you. I don't know what happened there. I'm surprised I didn't get hit, but need to be a little bit more selective about how many attacks I want to put into one of those. That's my own bad. And of course, after I talk about grabbing the titanite shards, and they're not gonna drop, or chunks rather, excuse me, blue titanite chunks. That's what we want. And you can see the Hydra like squirming there off in the distance. We don't really want to aggro him, but I want to get his. Oh, you are gonna start spitting. I walked too far forward. Oh wow, he's gonna kill our friend for us. You want to shoot that again? Like at the same kind of angle and kill that dude? I'm not going to complain about that. Oh, now we're close enough. Make it happen. Oh, you're toast, buddy. Or not. I, on the other hand, took a tiny bit of damage there through... Oh, I guess we did kill him. Oh, and he dropped something. We'll have to pick that up on our way to fight the Hydra there. This is... the fight against the Hydra is kind of an interesting one. It seems way more intimidating than it really is. Most of the trouble of the fight is actually getting into the fight itself. I'm hoping that I can... Yeah, I was going to say hit this dude right in the back with... some of the water volleys from the okay, you're being a jerk store now. The fight against the Hydra is not as difficult as you might suspect given his size, but the real difficulty is just like closing the gap to him. I think we do want to actually switch back to the grass crest shield, though. What? I don't know how I didn't block that. Can I blame the block button for that? Or was that just some weird happenstance? And we did get a blue Titanite chunk out of that. Okay. I got plenty of stamina now. This should just be a... Okay. I don't think I had the block up in time there. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna freaking die in a really stupid way. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess we'll time-lapse this again. My apologies. See, this is what I get for not playing for like 2 weeks. Okay, and we are back on our approach to the Hydra. Let's see if we can make it work a little bit better than the last time. Oh, I was trying to do a little zigzag action there. Okay, get your shield up, because this is gonna hurt. Okay, seriously? Get up there. Okay, now we gotta Estus. I really suck at this part. Oh my. Get that shield up. Oh, good lord. I have not found a terribly effective way to do this, which is obvious, but all we really need to do... Get up there, go on, you're almost there. We just need to get to the point where it stops spitting water and starts attacking. Oh, we equipped the wrong... Okay. Yes, come here. Whoa. So now all we're really doing is waiting for the attack and then slicing a couple times. We have to be careful about how far we go out. I don't know how well it's showing up on the video, but there is definitely a drop-off there, which you can actually, you know, fall to immediate death. Oh, I've already cut off a couple of heads. That's kind of surprising. I almost fell off there. So yeah, there comes a point where this ceases to be dangerous in any way, because he'll consistently attack, or the Hydra will consistently attack behind you, like that. Okay, killed another head there. Ooh, another 2 heads? No, just 1. So all we're trying to do is like literally get to these Hydra heads while they are out and exposed. Like I said, the hard part, getting to the fight after that, falls kind of ridiculous and easy. We're also trying to stay kind of towards the... oh, I think I got another head there. Yep. Trying to stay kind of towards the shore here because I didn't think to equip the rusted iron ring to make this whole process a little faster. You can do that, obviously, to speed it up. Also, like, if I wanted to, I could just, like, pelt the body with arrows at this point, and that would actually work as well. Which we might have to resort to, depending on where these heads end up attacking. Because they keep attacking a long ways away. Way too long for me to cover that distance. Oh, I can get focus on the body, so we'll just start pelting with magic. I didn't honestly think that would be close enough to work. Oh, so I seem to be casting but not hitting. What about now? Oh, still nothing. Let's see if while that body is exposed. No, I guess not. So we, as you can see, that I'm like crazy safe right now. So we're actually mid-fight here gonna switch over to the rusted iron ring, help out with this whole process just a little bit. Oh, that was good enough for a little head slicey. So only 1 head left. Wow, I'm actually far enough away for you to do that? That kind of surprises me. No, are you frickin' kidding me? Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh my god, I can't believe it, but I am going to time-lapse this again. Oh my god, this is so stupid. This is not that hard of a fight. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so here we are on approach number 4. I think you can kind of use rocks as your friend here, or other obstacles. Oh, not so much. Oh god. Oh wow, okay. Largely missed with that one. No problem getting our... Okay, we are totally gonna cheese it this time around. After we chop off a few heads, we will totally use the bow and arrow, because this is just ridiculous that I've even gone through this. I was just trying to be fast. Obviously, did I get any hits on that? Yeah, I did. It's like, seriously? That thing is right over my head. You can't just slice it with your long-ass sword? Normally, I don't know if I'm just... Wow, I actually got hit. Really? You're gonna kick this dude, this big, huge Hydra in the head? Seriously? You expect that to work? I don't normally, I'll be honest, I have not normally shown this amount of impatience when it comes to this fight. But right now, it's been a while. I want to get the content out, so I'm trying to kind of rush through it, and maybe that's not the best idea. Well, it's obviously not the best idea based on how that went, but, okay. Switching to bow. Get our shield back up. I think we're largely going to be just fine now. Oh, good lord. This is going to take a while. What if we... Oh, I don't mean to be on poison arrows. Ah, that's really not what I meant to do either. I don't even know. Maybe, okay, before I spend all this time doing this, let's cut off a couple more heads. Low-hanging fruit. Go for that. And then we'll time-lapse it. Oh, good lord. I need to put that rusted iron ring back on. This is just a poor showing of my Dark Souls abilities. I apologize. I promise I'll get back in the swing of things. Of course, I could also probably make the argument that it was the rusted iron ring that killed me the last time. Because I just moved way faster than I... But yeah, sure. Why not? That's what Dark Souls is all about. Making excuses. So we can do that, because that's what we do. Seriously? Don't spit your water at me. Stick your head down here so I can chop it off. Yes, you. Thank you. Okay, now this seems like a much more reasonable amount of health to kill via bow. So we'll time-lapse this one, too. Okay, so I'm not sure if you saw in the time-lapse there, but I actually ended up taking a couple hits there. I think that might be the first time that that's happened. Dusk Crown Ring, I believe, is a, helps out... No, I was thinking of rings that's not... Okay, so I don't have any clue what the Dusk Crown Ring works for. Extra sorcery castings, but halves hit points. And, excuse me, and that might be why I don't remember that, because, quite honestly, I won't ever use that. There is something later on that we're going to see in the next episode, or maybe the episode after it, where we get halved sorcery castings for the sake of way more powerful sorceries, because we really love to min-max the hell out of our magic with this character, or with this particular build. So we will see that on the next episode, but probably not again after that. So we're coming up around the corner here. Oh, does this not show up until after we fight the golem? I'm just checking it out because you never know what DS Fix will do in terms of, okay, yeah. So there's normally a gold golem here, and we're going to force it to appear here in a second, because you can, with virtually anything, you can reset the state of the world by quitting and restarting the game. But we're just trying to make sure that we're far enough away here where we don't aggro them right out of the gate. So we're going to quit and restart, and this is going to give you the opportunity to see that I am not logged into Games for Windows Live. I've said it before, but just in case you missed it, I'm playing this game offline because Let's Play videos are just generally better when they're not interrupted by the invading of other people. But I will say, no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I totally bumped the button there. I apologize. I guess we're going to have to load up Humanities as our next potential. That is still not the right button. Oh, good Lord. I need to give this a rest. We are going to kill this gold golem, get what we came for, and get the hell out of here, because this episode is just turning into just abysmal showing on account of all the things that we got going on here. So these guys, certainly more annoying than their blue variations. Wow. A whopping 80 damage. That was a good roll there. Way to go, Scott. So we're going to have to... that should explode some stuff. We're going to have to, like, stamina this one out, I think. Maybe we'll... Yeah, you're not going to get me with that. We might just try and eke this out, given some magic spells, some baiting of attacks. I'll just be safe with it. It's a low amount of damage. Well, that was probably not the best of decisions. Worked out okay in my favor there. Because I don't really want to... These guys hit super hard. And I am a agile character, not a beefy character. So, whoa, that's rolling the wrong way. Oh, I got saved by the invincibility there. I'm not going to lie. We'll cast up a heavy soul mass. Wow, that somehow didn't hit. I'm very confused. There must have just been some real perfect range things going on with him right there. Hence why I'm trying to get a little bit... Wow, 20? Really? That's it? Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going, buddy? That'll do it. So do you drop the... Oh. I don't remember dust coming out of the actual golem.
Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulisil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulisil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Yes.
My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Okay, so we're largely done with the Darkroot Basin now. We might talk to her. Oh, and of course, because she is... we actually have to go through this again. Because of this whole chain of events, they expect you to kind of leave and come back and recheck the area. But again, you can get by that by saving and loading. And I'm only doing this purely because capping off the end of this episode with, what? I'm very confused. Isn't it normally back here, or has it moved since the DLC occurred? There is a set that I'm looking for right now, that is the, unless I have to talk to her? It might actually be over by her. I don't remember exactly. But there's a set that you pick up, the antiquated set, I want to say. It includes the Crown of Dusk which is another item similar to the ring that I use, the dragon bellowing, crest, dragon bellowing something, dress, crest, bellowing, yes, that thing. And it boosts your sorcery power, so, and it stacks with that ring that I was talking about. So that is a fantastic way to really min-max the hell out of this whole sorcery thing. Do I have to summon you? I could have swore, unless it changed since the DLC. That set used to be over in the corner there, but that corner is also where you go to see the DLC, so it might be just adjusted for that. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so you don't have... proper bow, thank you. You don't have... Well, you don't have the set, so it's definitely not... Or maybe I needed to talk to you first? Come on. Please tell me I didn't do this for nothing. That just seems like crazy talk. I guess we'll run back this way and then try the save and reload now that we've talked to her. That might have been the key. I don't honestly remember, but I know it's down in this spot. That's where it always used to be. Unless they changed it. I can't speak to that, I guess. But yeah, like I said, this is also where the DLC happens. Oh, okay, so talking to her evidently makes that appear. So good deal. But we're going to pick up our Crown of Dusk here, which was really the goal of this episode, just to boost those sorceries even more, and that will be a great place to finish off. Crown of Dusk, there it is. Thank you. Antiquated set. Totally okay with that. Actually, I don't think there's any real reason to run anywhere. We'll just pick it up from here on the next episode, since I had way more many deaths than I expected. We might as well make this count, though. Crown of Dusk. Blooyah. There it is. I'm a hideous little redheaded chick. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give us a like. It really makes a big difference. And if you want to see more content of the Dark Souls variety, as well as any of the other series that we're running, definitely make sure you subscribe. And with that, I want to thank you for joining us, and hopefully we will see you next time.